All right, y'all, we about to get this hair all the way together.
All right, so we're back and better with the poppin' afro, and we're about to get her snatched up. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my rat tail comb and I'm gonna start making my leave out. So I want my swoops swooping, okay? We don't want just a regular side bang. So we're gonna make sure that our leave out is deeper than a normal side part. When our rectangle is done, I'm gonna leave out a good amount of hair on the side, okay? Now you need to leave out a good amount because this is where we're gonna do the swoop de doop de doop de doop loop 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 action. On the other side, I'm gonna leave a little bit of edges, but it's not really important because it's gonna be covered by our side bang. So now I'm gonna start my braiding, and this is the braiding pattern that I'm gonna use for the quick weave. So watch this part and copy this exact braiding pattern, okay? If you don't know how to braid, you could do a slick back. But I recommend just leaving this video, going to another YouTube channel, watching how to braid, and coming back because cornrows are going to make your quick weave last the longest. So I start with cornrows to the back, and then when I make my way to the front, I'm going to just cornrow from the side part all the way to the back. Boom, that's the angle y'all need. I'm gonna grab a little bit of needle and thread and just sew up all the loose ends of the cornrow. I don't like to do styles when the cornrow ends are like just loosey goosey, you know. I just like everything nice and tight and right and light and shaped. I got my wig caps, and we're gonna be using black wig caps, okay? Black. And I'm just going to apply it to my head. Check out how I laid my wig cap. I laid it on a diagonal, okay? That's just because the leave out on the side, like, no need to put that in the wig cap. That's our leave out. I also do use 2 wig caps for my quick weaves, okay? But I'm just not putting the second one on right now because we have to mark where our main leave out is. So I have my 99-cent white liner, and I'm just going to mark where the main leave out is. You want to make sure this liner is white or just something bright because the wig cap is black, then the protectant is black, and then the glue is black, the hair is black. There's a lot of black going on. So you don't want to use a black eyeliner because I'm telling you right now, you might just slip and put glue or like the protective sealant on your hair, and that's a no-no. I added my second wig cap, and then I redrew the line. So now we're going to start our sealant, and we're going to start first with my E-bend, or if you have got to be, we're going to got to be it. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to spray my wig cap. I'm going to avoid my real hair, and I'm going to avoid the white rectangle. After it's sprayed down, we are going to dry it. I'm grabbing my protective shield next, and I'm going to put this all over my wig cap, avoiding the white rectangle, of course. As you can see, the substance of this is so ooey gooey. So I apply it with a hair dye brush. Be careful because this can easily spill like just everywhere. I don't know, it's just ooey gooey, okay? The hair dye brush really, really helps. And what I do is I just put a little bit on like a napkin or like a paper, and then just, you know, keep it close by as I apply it. And this is why I use 2 wig caps, y'all, because there's just so much going on our head. Like, there's just so much. After it's dry, it's time for us to apply our bundles. And y'all, I got these bundles from Shein. Shein. Literally, I cannot believe it. Shein is taking over the world. I did use a lot of bundles though, y'all. I used about 4 bundles and a little weensy bit of blonde. So I used more bundles than I normally would. But these bundles are true to length. They're super soft and they curl. Yo, I think that Shein is onto something. This is the glue we're going to be using, and the only glue you should be using, period. Any other glue is trash, and I've tried cheaper versions. They're trash. I loosened up my bundle, and now it's time for the install. We're going to start from the bottom and make our way up. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to measure from one side of the bottom of my head to the other side. I cut it at that spot. I added the glue, and a good amount of glue too. You want a juicy amount of glue on the wefts, okay? Because remember, we want this quick weave to last. And then I'm going to press it into the spot it's supposed to be in. Press it. How many times did I say it? All right, when your quick weave does not last, don't come looking for me. So we're on track 2. We already measured it, and now we are going to press it into our head. I already applied the glue, y'all. And of course, the blow drying step. So we're gonna keep going up and up and up, okay? These Shein bundles are more on the thinner side, so I did double weft them. By double weft, that means that I put 2 tracks together and then glued it on my head. But if you have thicker bundles, then you don't have to do the double wefting that I did, okay? Every 3 or so tracks, you do also want to comb your hair, because sometimes there's snags or sometimes there's glue that kind of got on the hair, and you don't want that glue to touch other pieces of hair that you're adding in. So you want to make sure you comb it. You do want to make sure you're leaving a little bit of space in between the tracks, because you don't want that hair to be too bulky, especially when we hit our bang side, okay? All right, so checkpoint. How y'all doing? I wanted to show you guys where I'm at and how my hair looks so far. Okay, so when you reach this point, you want to start curving your tracks a little bit. Now, that's because we're heading near the front where our bang is, okay? So you want to get the hair ready for the bang swoop. So we're going to just curve it little by little, little by little. We're going to keep curving it little by little until we fill up all the tracks on the edges side. Once we fill up all those tracks, then it's time for the big girl curves. And boom, this is how our hair should look when we are done filling up the tracks on the edges side. As you can see, we can't add any more tracks to that side, but we still have a lot of wig space left for our bang. So now we're gonna start the big girl curves, meaning our curves are going to start from our leave out and head all the way to the middle portion of our head. We can't go all the way around because remember, we already filled up the tracks on the other side. So we're just going to stop halfway. At this point, I'm going to add my blonde tracks. I'm going to add about 2 blonde tracks, and then I'm going to add some black over it. It's going to cause that really cute Christina Aguilera effect that you guys see here. I also don't want too much blonde. I just want it peekaboo. So I added my black track, and as you guys can see, the circle of wig space is way smaller. So now instead of curving our tracks, we're just gonna go straight up. The bang portion is already done, so we're just planning to close the gap now. And yay, the quick weave is done, but like I feel like there's tracks all over the place, you know? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add one last final track to the white line of the quick weave just to solidify it and make everything nice and clean. And look at how perfect and professional my quick weave looks at the top. You could have said Eric and Tay did it, and I would have said I wanted to show you guys the hair. These Shein bundles are really natural. At this point, I went in and added a little bit more hair to make it a full 4 bundles, okay? Like, the Shein bundles are natural, but they are kind of thin, y'all. A little bit at the ends, but they're really, really, like, lightweight. I have my scissors, and now I'm going to cut open the black cap that is concealing our leave out. Be very careful. You do not want to cut your leave out. You don't. Okay, so just make sure that you're paying close attention to this and do it slowly. So now that our leave out is free at last, we are going to straighten it and get it to blend as much as we can to the hair. Not gonna lie, this was kind of hard. Like, I had to use a good amount of products to get the perfect blend, but ultimately, hey, we did our thing. Like, ultimately, I got this 4C hair to blend. So I'm going to leave a list of the products that I use to get my hair to blend down below. Now, with my leave out, I'm creating my main swoop, okay? Like, yo leave out got to be like this. Yo edges got to be like this, okay? Like, it just has to, okay? For the look to work, it has to be like this. No exceptions. Now, this part is optional, but I like to have my little sideburns out. It's just cute. Now I'm just sculpting and making sure that everything dries properly. Y'all, Woof. Okay. Woof, that's all I can say. To get this 4C hair to blend, it really took some magic, but I'm so glad I finally got it to work. So now it's the next day, and I could leave it straight like this and like, you know, it will be fine and Gucci, but like I wanted to test the curls. So what I did was I kind of just cut a little bit of the hair in a diagonal, you know, just to kind of give it a little bit of a layering effect for when I do my curls. Then I curled up my bang, and ooh, wait, this look ate down. Like, I just couldn't believe how effortlessly the curls just curled. Like, it really curled, y'all, with little to no hairspray. Shein, Shine, Shein, Shein, whatever it is, you did the thing with these bundles. All right, guys, I love you so much. I hope you learned something today. I hope you learned something from my video. I really wanted to make it as clear as possible. But yeah, follow your girl on Insta, TikTok, and like Threads, I guess. Whatever. Follow me. Bye.